see a squad from the Big Ten, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. So Auburn's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right read.
He's going to go for a big one. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to go.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the tight end. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get him down.
And those are tough to swallow because offense, you're always trying to stay ahead of the sticks. And now you get in a goal line situation, you want to try to get north and south as much as possible. And then you start dancing and going backwards. And now, man, that guaranteed 3 points or 6 points you were looking to try to get, now we're putting it in a worse situation to be able to accomplish it.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Leaves it with the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Bruins are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Iamaleava. They'll run the screen. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running to the left. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Cobb. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. catch in the middle. It's Robinson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man, it's Matthews. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 10 over Penn State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's not afraid to go deep. Got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
The short hands, it's Kane. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew that.
Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Oh, they're after him. There he goes. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Complete to the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot, and that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything looking to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all.
Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The run to the left. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this.
Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's going to let it go. Hauls it in down the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, Auburn! And the pummeling has started. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got his man quickly. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it along the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Turns it loose. It's complete. Turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. Wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll go to the air on second and short. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But
touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score Auburn 56, UCLA 24.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Second and
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a...
Touchdown, Bruins! Excellent pass by the back on the option. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this one.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's the pressure. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack.
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
But he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like anytime the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy, it's been for touchdowns.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. That's caught. It's Singleton. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
That's caught. It's Kane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking.
1st and goal, Auburn.
Slams it ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Auburn, 63. UCLA, 31.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive line.
The Bruins are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's another first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people are.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them and keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Running to Green. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
With the run on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.